As I speak these words, Cassandra Ventura, known to the world as Cassie, is standing in a federal courtroom. There are no cameras inside, no audio, only silence, tension, and the sound of her voice echoing across the courtroom. But today, I will bring you inside that courtroom. I'll tell you the story, just as it unfolds, because what Cassie is revealing now may decide the fate of one of the most powerful men in music, Sean "Diddy" Combs. Their story didn't begin with handcuffs or headlines. It began with music, with love even. Cassie was just 19. Diddy was already a legend, 17 years older, powerful, connected, untouchable. For 10 years they were together. But as Cassie testifies now, those years weren't what they seemed. She's 38 years old now, almost 9 months pregnant. Yet today, she's not just a woman with a voice. She's the voice of this trial. And according to the prosecution, she's victim number 1. Her words may make or break this case. She says Diddy introduced her to freak-offs. What does that mean? She describes it, in her own words. It basically entails the hiring of an escort, setting up an experience so I could perform for him. He would watch and direct us. Eventually, it became a job for me. She didn't say it with pride. She didn't say it with anger. She said it like a woman remembering a wound she'd buried for years. You've probably seen that video, released by CNN, the 2016 hallway assault. Grainy, shocking. A man, alleged to be Diddy, violently attacking Cassie. Today in court, she confirmed that video was taken after a freak-off. That changes everything, because if the defense wants to claim this was just a case of domestic violence, Cassie says, no, this was sex trafficking, and that night was a part of it. She also reveals the control, not just physical, but digital. She says Diddy filmed her during these encounters. She says he used those tapes as blackmail. She feared they'd be leaked. She feared her career, her life, would be destroyed if she ever said no. And remember this, he had the money, he had the power, she had nowhere to go. But now the defense speaks. They say this was a consensual relationship. They say Cassie stayed by choice, that she participated willingly, that she even paid others to take part in these freak-offs. But here's the truth about consent. It doesn't survive under control. It crumbles under coercion. One trial expert said, even if she enjoyed parts of the relationship, even if she consented sometimes, the power imbalance was massive. That matters, and the jury knows it. So far, this is just day 2 of the trial, and already the courtroom feels like a pressure cooker. But Cassie's not the only witness. 2 more victims are expected to testify. One has already gone missing. The clock is ticking. The prosecution had to get Cassie on the stand before she gave birth, because if they lost her, they might have lost the case. Before court adjourned today, Cassie was asked, how did Diddy treat you in the beginning? Her reply? We had fun. I loved him. I thought we were monogamous, because this wasn't just a criminal trial. It was the unraveling of a love story that had turned into a nightmare. On the tape, a voice commands, take off your clothes. Look at her. Don't stop until I say so. According to prosecutors, that voice belongs to Diddy. According to Cassie, this was one of the recordings he made without her full consent. Proof, they say, of how he orchestrated these so-called freak-offs. The jury shifts. One juror bites his lip. Another stares at the floor. This isn't just about what Cassie says anymore. Now, it's about what she survived. Back in 2023, Cassie had settled a civil case against Diddy, just 1 day after filing. People asked, was she paid to stay silent? Why is she speaking again? But this time, she's not asking for money. She's giving testimony, under oath. And that makes it different. The prosecution now reveals Cassie isn't the only one. There are 2 more women. Both accuse Diddy of similar patterns: coercion, hidden recordings, violence. And one of them claims she was a minor when it began. But Diddy's defense strikes back. They say, all these women are chasing fame. Why did none of them speak until now? Where is the evidence of force? They point out Cassie's past interviews, where she smiles, praises Diddy, defends their relationship. But trauma doesn't always scream. Sometimes it hides in plain sight. As court ends, Cassie is asked, why come forward now? Her answer? Because if I stayed quiet, he'd keep doing it. And just like that, the jury isn't just hearing a story. They're watching a woman put everything on the line. What will happen next? Will the FBI uncover the truth, or will the secrets stay buried? Don't miss, find out. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update.